Hey friends, hello, it's Thursday. So it is time to get your education on about oils and supplements and things such as that. I do hope to, if you're on Facebook, you can find me at Flourishing Roots Home. And if you are on YouTube, you'll find me. If you come this on YouTube, you'll know how to find me, but that's at Flourishing Roots. And did I say my name? I'm Leah Hendershot, and I am a Doterra wellness advocate, and I love to help families empower themselves with solutions in their home. But the majority of things the majority of issues that come up at home, we actually can naturally support our bodies through those, so our bodies can naturally heal, and we can strengthen our bodies as well in a natural way. So I'm very passionate about sharing that with families. So you can find me, like I said, on Facebook, Flourishing Roots Home. And also I put videos on YouTube at Flourishing Roots. So Leah Hendershot, Flourishing Roots there. If you have any questions after this, post them below and I will contact you and see how I can help you. So what I'm talking about today is a very, very, very big issue for the majority of Americans in the world, and that is pain and inflammation. And what we often don't understand about pain and inflammation is that inflammation is actually a natural response. It's actually a healthy inflammatory response is not a bad thing. But it's when we have chronic inflammation, that's when it leads to more in our bodies. And it leads to, over time, chronic inflammation when not addressed will lead to much more significant health issues. So that's why we want to be proactive with our lifestyles, with what we're using, whether it's oils or supplements or our food or what we're exposing ourselves to. Even the things that you expose yourself to, toxins, cause an inflammatory response in your body. So I am going to reference my book. I have several books that I reference just because I think it will help keep this concise. And then I'm going to share with you guys a few things that I use regularly to just promote proper inflammatory response. Of course, what I'm going to share also with oils and doTERRA, their supplements, covers a lot of other things. You're not just using one thing for one issue. It's going to benefit you in a lot of different ways. So that's another cool thing about oils and doTERRA supplements. So first I'm going to read about what is inflammation so you understand, because like I said, a lot of people don't even realize that inflammation is a natural normal response to a threat on your body. So I'm just going to read that and then we'll jump into talking about some of these. And I'll try and condense this so you don't get too bored. So inflammation is the body's biological response to anything the body considers harmful. So think about all the harmful things that you come into contact with every single day, from the time you wake up, maybe your personal care products, to the time you go to bed, even, one thing at a time, don't get overwhelmed, but even your mattress, has toxins in it. So pathogens, irritants, infections, allergens, injury, and pain. Healthy inflammation is part of the innate immune system that responds to pathogens with an automatic response that helps to clear tissues. So it wants all your tissues to stay healthy. So this automatic response, clear those tissues out, and clear cells of harmful things that could harm them. So harmful stimuli, and it also initiates cellular repair. So inflammation is meant to clear your tissues and your cells and initiate repair. Sorry, I'm getting all these notifications I usually don't get. So let's see, let's go down here. Sometimes trying to reduce swelling too quickly can actually slow down the body's healing process. So these are some symptoms of inflammation. You'll probably recognize them. Swelling, redness, pain, heat, reduced function. Healthy inflammation is necessary for the body to prevent breakdown of body tissues. Inflammation is not infection. It's part of the body's response to infection. And we find out about, the more I dive into natural health, I find that most things that come up in our health are a response to inflammation of some sort. So there's two types of inflammation. So there's acute. So acute means like short term, nothing that you deal with long term, such as an injury, something like that. And then there's chronic. So acute inflammation, it's getting kind of windy out here. Acute inflammation occurs when there is a one-time trigger or event. So such as like you have jogged or you've worked in the yard and you're sore or something like that. If you've been sick, like cold, flu, something like that, you have an infected, or you have like even down to like a hangnail, or something infected or infected toenail, a scratch or a cut, a sore throat, something, maybe you've had inflammation in some of your organs, maybe something like that. It's acute. It's something that you've dealt with long term. Then chronic is the long-term inflammation. So the cool thing is we can address both. We can address acute and chronic. So chronic inflammation occurs because the body was unable to repair the initial cause of the acute inflammation. So that's why we got to be so proactive with acute inflammation so it doesn't become chronic. So chronic inflammation is a result of your body being harmed at some point and it wasn't able to properly repair itself. So a lot of people, you may know, maybe you've had an injury or something, and it didn't, and it wasn't, you didn't properly take care of it. So then it becomes a chronic inflammation, which continues to break down those tissues, which leads to a whole lot more. It also can lead to long-term negative effects like autoimmune issues and things such as that. So that is often, I'm not saying all the time, I'm not a healthcare professional, but I'm not saying all the time, but a lot of times those issues come from chronic inflammation in the body. So a lot of aches and pains in your joints, those can be often from chronic inflammation over and over and over. It says, while wounds, infections, and disease would not be able to heal without acute inflammation, chronic inflammation can cause a myriad of undesirable diseases or conditions. When chronic inflammation occurs, the type of cells at the site, so the type of cells at that site of inflammation, so say your elbow, wherever you want to call it, wherever it is, the types of cells at that site actually shift. Actually, those cells change. And the result is repair and destruction, repair and destruction, repair and destruction, until eventually, you've got to have something major done to repair that. So I think it's really important to understand that it literally inflammation, we've got to be very proactive at taking inflammation, maintaining it, a healthy response in our bodies, because then you get into that, like I said, destruction and repair, destruction and repair. It can't get you can't get above it, because it just keeps happening over and over and over. Inflammation must be regulated to serve as nature intended. So that's kind of a basis. There's so much more we could go into, but that gives you a basis for understanding inflammation maybe a little bit more, because I wasn't aware of it. You just think, oh, inflammation, bad, we've got to get rid of it, no inflammation whatsoever. But we want to be able to, our bodies naturally have an inflammatory response for a reason. So it can send all it needs to that site where there's inflammation and help it completely heal and repair. So that's what we want to promote in our bodies each and every single day. We don't want to wait until the chronic is chronic, or until the chronic turns into something more major. We want to be very proactive, and that's something that I think is missing, at least from the American. I can only speak for Americans, and what I've seen, but I think is we, and me included, we think that we don't need to address anything until it's a problem. And then we just kind of throw everything we can at it when we can be very proactive. That's another thing I really promote with you and your family, is being very proactive in your health. So first of all, so we talked about that daily maintenance, proper inflammatory response. My daily maintenance, proper inflammatory response is Lifelong Vitality. That's from Doterra. Doterra is an essential oil company, but they have so many amazing supplements as well that include oils. So you cannot find essential oil supplements really anywhere else. So these essential oil supplements are amazing for helping regulate that inflammatory response each and every single day. And that's one of the major things that people tell me, and the thing I've seen with myself, is areas of inflammation in my body that I've noticed. And I'm like, I'm 37 and I feel amazing. But, you know, you just notice those areas. Like oh my goodness, several years back, I overdid it jogging, and my knees gave me trouble for a long time. So then after that, before I was introduced to doTERRA, I had that tightness and stiffness in my knees. And now I don't. So I'm on Lifelong Vitality every single day. I take a dose of it in the morning and then a dose of it at night. And I'll show you guys this. We also call it LLV. So it's 3 different bottles. You can also get these in little sachets, so you can just carry them around or just open them in the morning. You don't have to get the bottle, but I just get the bottles because that's just, how I do. So what Lifelong Vitality was formulated to do was to give you all your vitamins, minerals, all those key foundational things in a form that is bioavailable. So your body's actually going to absorb them. That's one of the key things, is having your body be, we need to fill in all those gaps. Our modern diet and lifestyle, you would have to eat, you know, oh my goodness. You'd have to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables to get all your minerals and vitamins every day. It's practically impossible, especially with, it's just impossible. It doesn't matter even if our food system wasn't as destroyed as it is. So you would, I think, to replace, oh my goodness, I don't want to tell you guys wrong. But it's something like you would have to eat, oh my goodness, like broccoli today. You would have to eat several pounds of broccoli to get the necessary nutrients from that. So we have, in Lifelong Vitality, we have the food nutrient complex. So this is all those vitamins, minerals, baseline foundation, fill in all those gaps that's missing in our diet, which is huge. I mean, you think of zinc and vitamin D and vitamin C and all that stuff, especially for women, menstrual cycles, things such as that. It's key that you have proper levels. But this also has an enzyme blend. So enzymes are very important for your metabolic system. So proper metabolism within the cell, within your whole body. And then a whole like green food blend. We know how good greens are for us. And then there's also oils in this one. So this is like your, kind of like your multivitamin, but on at a much greater scale. Like I said, these are in it's called a glycoprotein matrix, so your body recognizes it more easily. These are straight food-based, and there is a vegan form too, because the omega has fish oil. So, but what was I going to say? Your body absorbs this. You're not just going to flush it out and it not do you any good. And you will notice, I kicked my stool here. You will notice a huge difference like immediately. So, now my phone's not going to stand up. So that's the food nutrient portion. And then we have omegas. If you have not heard about the importance of omega-3s and proper ratios to omega-3s and is it omega-6s, you need a proper ratio of things, and you need to know they're properly sourced. So doTERRA sources their omega from wild-caught fish, so you don't have to worry about it being farmed. Yes, I am near a busy street. But this has also extra vitamin A, D, and E. And then it has 5 different types of omega acids. And then pomegranate seed oil, lutein, lycopene, plus a whole essential oil blend that is amazing for your immune system. So those warming oils like peppermint, clove, thyme, cumin, ginger, all of those are in this as well. So this is kind of like your immune system's best friend as well. You're supporting your body with all that it needs, filling in those gaps, plus an immune system boost. And also, we know these are super good for circulatory health, for heart health. All those sorts of things are highly publicized, so you can go just about anywhere and see their benefits for your circulatory system, your nervous system, your brain, your heart, especially for kids. It's good for reproduction, all of that. So we got that covered. And the last one is alpha CRS. This is our cellular complex. And what this is a lot of helping cells regenerate properly, helping them last longer. Of course, we want our cells to turn over and make new cells constantly, but helping our cells be the best they can be while they are, alive. It also promotes cells to work properly. So what we see when we have cells go rogue, we all know that. I'll just say it in that way. So we want our cells to be working properly and not go rogue. And if a cell goes rogue, our bodies are supposed to identify it and communicate to that cell that, hey, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. You need to essentially kill yourself. It's called apoptosis. And when a body either gets too many of those cells that are saying that, or even one cell, then we get different things happening in our bodies. So this is your cell's best friend. Also, cellular energy. So your cells need the proper energy. They need that energy at the mitochondria. The mitochondria, if you think back to, what class was that? Biology, I guess. You know the mitochondria is the source of energy in a cell. So this also supports it at that level too. A lot of your coenzyme Q10, ginkgo, quercetin, a lot of extracts in this one. Grapeseed extract. I mean, it's just crazy, guys. I need to be showing you guys all that's in here. Plus, hi Angie, hi Goldie. Plus a tummy tamer blend as well. So all of that, that foundation of health. This is your foundation of health. That helps fight inflammation in your body, promotes a proper inflammatory response. The cool thing about Lifelong Vitality is that you can try for 30 days. And if you are like, no, I don't see any difference, just tell doTERRA and they will refund your money. So it's really, really cool, but I have yet to find anybody that has said, no, I haven't seen a difference. My husband literally, on his own, called his best friend the other day and said, because they work at the same job, and he said, dude, you've got to get on Lifelong Vitality. And he told me this, and I was like, well, huh? You know, because for men to do that, it's just not normal. And I was like, okay, well, that's amazing. And that's how I've been on them for at least a couple years now. And that's just what I tell everybody. This is your foundation, and essential oils are going to work even better when your body is properly supported. Then you can start to also integrate maybe changes in your food and getting some, making sure you're getting your sunshine and exercise and all that. All that helps with inflammation and discomfort in your body, moving and helping your body circulate that. Even down to, like, I put oils in my water. If you're with doTERRA, I use Slim and Sassy. I love Slim and Sassy. It's a blend. That is also going to help with that, because it's constantly keeping, or citrus oils, keeping your body cleansed and pushing all those, anything that comes in its way that's harmful, pushing it out. So that is one of the key foundations, Lifelong Vitality, also called LLV. So I could go literally on and on and on and on. I have like 3 or 4 pages where I went into every single ingredient into Lifelong Vitality. I can send that to you if you want. But just know it is just a game changer for so many people. Next, some other things. The cool thing about Lifelong Vitality is if you buy Lifelong Vitality and you get it sent to you monthly in our loyalty order, you can get a lot of other supplements discounted. So this is normally like a $50 or $60 supplement, and you can get it for $20 because you're on Lifelong Vitality. This is a deep blue polyphenol complex. This is if you feel like you need an extra, if you're dealing with a lot of discomfort or inflammation in your body, or a lot of maybe circulatory and nervous system issues, anything, if you're really wanting to be proactive about your heart health, your circulatory health, anything like that, or even really if you're getting older. I mean, we're all getting older, but you're just being more aware of those sorts of things. The deep blue, you can get it added for $20. And what this is a lot of polyphenols. So polyphenols, if you look into those, you will see it's for heart health, brain health, circulatory health, all of that. But all these oils also promote reduced inflammation in your body. So like there's a frankincense extract. There's a turmeric extract in here. We're going to talk about turmeric in a minute. A green tea extract that's also high in antioxidants, all of these. Pomegranate extract, grapeseed extract, resveratrol root, and then another oil. So this is kind of if you want to bump it up, just to give your body some extra support. I have someone that's on Lifelong Vitality. They love it, but they also take this because they know they deal with like an extra increase of inflammation in their body. So next, we're just got a few more things to talk about. I talked about turmeric. So doTERRA is the only one that has Turmeric DuoCapsules. These are so amazing. Just look up benefits of turmeric, Google it, and you're going to go nuts. So Doterra is the only one that has the powder and the oil in a capsule. So turmeric is amazing as the root, but when we can combine both properties, the powder and the oil, it is enhanced. It is so multiplied by having both of those properties. Because just the root itself, yes, it's, the powder itself is great, but you're missing the components of that oil. You're not getting that concentration of the oil. The powder would still have some oil in it from the root, but you're not getting a concentration of the turmeric. So turmeric, if you look anywhere, it is absolutely wonderful for helping with discomfort and inflammation in your body. So this is going to be amazing, and I've found it also works for like, although it may not look like it, it really helps to just clear your body. Let me just go to my book right here and read about turmeric for a second, because if I can find it really quick. The turmeric, is it in here? Yes. A dual chamber, an inner layer of botanical extract, outer layer of essential oil. Promotes a better absorption, and turmeric is chemically diverse in composition with more than 235 chemical constituents identified. That's crazy. That's craziness. So the turmeric oil increases how available the curcuminoids are in the powder. So it enhances the powder. Supports healthy nervous system, glucose levels, immune response, and helps prevent those rogue cells like we talked about. There's so much in it. The R-turmerone and the turmerone are antioxidants, anti-inflammatory, inhibits the reception of pain, promotes stem cell proliferation, differentiation in brain for self-repair and recovery of brain function, a healthy stomach, helps with liver health, helps promote a good reproductive system, and a whole host of other things. And then the extract, so that was just the oil. The extract is also anti-inflammatory, helps fight those rogue cells, or helps your body, have healthy cells. I should say that. Promotes good heart health, a good metabolism, and also turmeric is really good about helping remove plaques in the body. So it's actually been found to be very beneficial to prevent a plaque buildup in the brain, which can be related to a lot of other issues. That on here in public, on the public page, I can just say really helps reduce the buildup of plaque in the brain, which can cause other issues, especially in elderly people. So I'll let you make your own out of that. Promotes proper blood sugar control, help good for your memory, development of new neurons, and also helps with mood. So that's another one you can try. I would absolutely, Life on Vitality Foundation, but any of these others you can add to it. Okay, next is Copaiba. So I could also speak on Copaiba for a really, really long time. Copaiba oil, these are soft gels. We do have Copaiba oil, so I'm going to show that to you. We do have Copaiba oil. So this is good for like topical application, or you can put it in a capsule. But the soft gels are really convenient if you want support, like I'm going to talk about, if you're going to be taking this regularly, and I use them. I like to use turmeric and Copaiba and some frankincense when I have head tension. So it makes it really convenient to have the soft gels. And Copaiba is where is it in here? Maybe it's not in here. Maybe I have to go here. I like going to my book because I forget so much. I talk so fast. Copaiba has beta caryophyllene. Now you've probably heard of CBD oil and how it works on how it helps reduce pain and inflammation in people. I'm not going to slam it here because I know it's brought relief to people. Be aware though, if you do use it, that you need to be like doTERRA. They source their oils. They're the purest oils on the planet. You need to know your source, just FYI. But How that works, CBD oil works, is it just works on how your body interprets those signals to the nerve. That is how it works. So it does bring relief, but you want to get to the root of things. And the cool thing about Copaiba is it actually works directly on those connections. Is it neuron? I just lost my train of thought. Those synapses where they connect. It actually works directly. It's like a lock and key. It locks in there and works directly on those. I want to say neurons, but I don't think I'm getting that right. So wherever you have those nerve endings, those synapses coming together in your nerves, whatever that's called, Copaiba works directly with those. It's also amazingly beneficial. Ooh, I got a bee. For the brain. So it also helps with the nervous system. So any sort of nervous system issues, Copaiba helps with that as well. Helps with circulation and all that. So I'm going to go back to my book right here to keep me on track. So of course we're talking about pain and inflammation and discomfort. So it really helps in that. It's very anti-inflammatory. It's a high antioxidant. And let's see, it's really good for your respiratory system and promotes collagen production, healing, wound healing. Like I said, I really use it for like head tension, or if you suffer with head tension, it's really good to be proactive with both turmeric, Lifelong Vitality, turmeric, and Copaiba. Be very proactive with supporting your body with those if you deal with a lot of head tension. Helps with sleep, emotional, helps you feel very focused if you diffuse it or take it internally. And I wish I had all my notes about Copaiba. So that's what you need to know for the discomfort side of it, is that Copaiba is amazing because it works directly on those connections. It's not just tricking your brain into thinking that things are okay and the inflammation is gone. You want the inflammation to be dealt with. That's what Copaiba is. I'm trying to think. I need to go find that video. I went into so much of it. Like it's literally mind-blowing how it works in your body. So I'm just going to tell you, it's amazing. So we talked about Copaiba. Like I said, it also comes in oil form. Now, topically, what are some things you can do? I'll go over those really quick. Deep Blue. Doterra has Deep Blue. And this comes in both this lotion. They call it the rub. And it also comes in an oil, so you can use it in a bath, or you can add it to your own lotion and rub it in. But this is super convenient, and it takes so little. So this is really good to be very proactive. Like I jog maybe about 2 times a week. I'd love to do more, but right now our schedule's nutsy. So I just be proactive with my knees. So don't forget, oils can be proactive. We don't wait for things to happen. We are proactive. And I know I get a little preachy about that, but that is the key for all of America. The whole world is proactive health. Being proactive doesn't mean that something can't happen today or in the next second to us, but we know we've done the best to give our body the best chance to react properly. So I put this on my knees. If you have any other areas that seem to get, you have discomfort, this is very, very, very good to rub daily. Athletes use it, working in the garden, whatever. This is really, really good because the oils in this are very, very healing and promote healthy inflammatory response and help those tissues, like we talked about, those tissues and cells release it in a normal manner, not too quickly, but in a normal manner. And then last, I could go on and on about oils for discomfort, but peppermint, it's one of the top 10, but it's one of the best. I recently had poison ivy. We were cleaning up some flower beds at another house, and I wasn't used to what was over there, and the person is no longer living there. So I scanned the area. I knew there was some poison ivy, far away from where I was working. And I scanned the area and I saw some little sprigs shooting up, and my brain just said, I need more Copaiba. My brain just said, oh, that's just like little tree shoots, you know, shooting up. Because I had been over there before, like chopping down, you know, weed trees. I call them weed trees because they just pop up everywhere. My brain just scanned it. It wasn't a very big flower bed at all. Maybe a 4x8, 3x8. And I just went to cleaning it out. And I got poison ivy severely. I'm talking severely, guys. Like, it was not good. It was terrible. I haven't had it that bad since I was a kid. Anyway, because I was lifting up all the stuff, cleaning it out and cleaning the stuff, I lifted up on my sides. And I guess because I sweated, I got it terribly right here. Like, huge patches of poison ivy on my hips. Painful, didn't sleep for 2 weeks. My savior, I use past tense, Doterra's past tense, which is a tension blend, but it has all those pain-reducing oils in it. And honestly, this one saved me. Peppermint. It is so amazing for so many different things, but it helps calm down like nerves that are just on edge. That's how all that felt. For 2 weeks, that's how my nerves felt. But peppermint was my saving grace, along with past tense. I mean, too much peppermint can be hot, but I was in such pain that I used quite a bit of it on myself. So that's the power of peppermint. Maybe you've used peppermint for head tension. That's another way you can use it. Peppermint has so many good things, so not just for pain and inflammation, but it's also really good, like I said, for head tension, for sore muscles, joints. I like to use it to kind of wake myself up in the morning. It's also very soothing if you have inflammation in your gut. Then it's also good to use it. I use it every morning as very proactively in a brew that I do. It's like dandelion and cacao and things like that. I use it in a brew just to support my digestive system. Because I know, as best as I can do, we're still being exposed to things in our food system that are not good. So peppermint is amazing, and it's in the top 10. So it's also amazing, like if you have burns, sunburns a little bit, really helps relieve pain topically, anything like that. So peppermint is just like my best friend. And doTERRA gives it to me free once a year for just having a wholesale account with them, which is super cool, because we go through it a lot. So there are some basics. I know I talked a really long time. I don't know if Goldie's on here or Angie, but thanks for hanging in there. So anyway, I hope this helped you guys, helped you understand pain and inflammation, discomfort a little bit better. And I hope that you have some questions, because I love to help you see what would work best for you and your situation. I don't believe in getting you started with things that you're not going to see, address the things that are most important to you. What's most important to you? The cool thing is doTERRA has what they call a starter kit. And the starter kit gets you a free wholesale account. So like Sam's Club or Costco, it gets you free for the next year, so you don't pay that. It gets you 3 to 5 oils, and you can get the Deep Blue Rub. You can get the Life on Vitality in that one. You can get frankincense and On Guard, which On Guard this time of year or all year is amazing because it's our protective blend, your immune supporting blend. It comes with Balance, which really helps balance a lot in your body, bring that homeostasis. It's a very calming oil. There's lemon in there, so you can put it in your water. That one's called the Healthy Habits Kit, and that's the one if you're dealing with these things. Oh, and it also has some really good digestive supplements in there that have oils in these. So that's my favorite for if you're wanting a healthy inflammatory response. It's called Healthy Habits Kit. If you are working with someone in doTERRA, contact them and let them be your guide. If they are actively supporting you, contact them and ask them how you can plug into the Healthy Habits Kit. You want someone that's going to give you the support you need, because I don't believe in getting you oils and leaving you alone, is what I say. Whoever you want to support you, they need to be taking care of you. So contact that person that's taking care of you and see how they can help you. If you don't have anyone to help you, if you're not working with anyone, I would love to help you. That Healthy Habits Kit is amazing. Gets you free oils and get you started on that lifelong vitality and some digestive support. It's actually digestive support anyone can use, but especially if you're having digestive issues. And then I also get you plugged into our private group where we have a lot of absolutely free education. So, excuse me, I need to drink some water. I'd love to help you. If you know someone that needs this information, this is public on my Flourishing Roots homepage, so you can share it over on Facebook. And just let me know how I can help you. If you're watching this on YouTube, there will be a link below, and plus all you'll have a list of these things that I've talked about, so you can have a little reminder, plus a link to that Healthy Habits kit, because I think that would be the best if you're dealing with these issues as your foundation. Like I tell people, this is a journey. Wellness is a journey that should be started from the time you're born. That's what I'm hoping to instill in my kids, even though I've learned so much now. Because wellness is a journey for the rest of your life, but don't be overwhelmed by it. It actually helps you enjoy life instead of feeling miserable all the time. I don't want anyone to feel miserable anymore. So I'm here to help you, and let me know if you have any questions. So thanks for hanging in there, guys. I hope to hear from you soon. Bye.